What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are on Lake Martin. First time I've ever seen Lake Martin right here. We just put in at the boat ramp back there. It is awfully muddy. I do not like muddy water. So today we're doing a little pre-practice scouting trip on Lake Martin. I'm just gonna ride around, get a feel for it, kind of try and figure out what kind of lake it is, what I need to be focusing on when I come back in 3 weeks, I guess, for the third stop of the pro circuit. So you guys are coming along the next couple of days as I just kind of pre-practice a little bit. I'm going to show you exactly what I do on my pre-practice trips. Try and get a feel for the lake, see what the water's like, see what kind of structure, docks, grass, rocks, you name it. So let's go figure out Lake Martin. So we just came from Harris Chain, so the first thing I'm gonna do is go to my waypoints and clear all them out. We're gonna export all them to the Harris Chain. Gotta save all my waypoints from the Harris Chain. And now we're gonna delete all the waypoints. Clean slate, delete everything, purge it. There's nothing, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. All zeros. Now we're gonna go in here, trails, start a new trail so I can see where we've been. And now we're about to go check out Lake Martin. Got the Lowrances dialed in. I can already see some fish. I'm just idling away from the boat ramp and look at all the fish out here deep. This is gonna be a fun one. Let's go. Well, I got tired of idling around. Look at this school of spotted bass I found. Oh my gosh, they are everywhere. Catching them every drop. Look at all them spotted bass. Holy crap, this is fun. I like me some Lake Martin. Boy, this is fun. I like me some Lake Martin already, but I'm not gonna be very productive sitting here whacking on them. So I'm gonna have to stop catching them, I think, and go be productive and look around. It sure is hard, because I'm getting bit every single drop. But these fish they definitely won't be here come tournament time. But it is nice to know that there's fish in this area, that they'll probably be spawning somewhere around this area, so I know I'm in a good section of the lake right now. So that's a bonus. I'm gonna catch a couple more and then I'm gonna get back to work. This is too much fun. I gotta keep catching some. I can idle later, I guess. Keep exploring later. I gotta keep catching them. Oh, there was another one. This is too much fun. Way too much fun. Well, I had to quit catching them and get back to work. I found a lot cleaner water. This is a giant creek off the lake, and it seems like it's more stable, clear water. But we got some Bass Pro Tour action going on. They're down at Lake Okeechobee right now, so I'm watching some of that while I'm out here idling around. And I just found another big group of fish I might have to make a few throws on. I don't know. I want to explore the lake and check everything out, but man, if they're biting, it's a lot of fun. So see if we can't find a few more, and gonna have to catch a few more.
You both get to see where each other's fishing, and there's obviously a big group of fish. The other thing I like about this too is
still out here exploring around. I kind of moved to a new section of the lake. We got a little bit more color in the water, and up here it seems to be more sand on the bank. So I don't know if that's good or bad, but it seems to be a little less rock and more sand up in this section of the lake. So I'm going to make a mental note of that. And then I know when I come back for practice that if I need or don't need to fish sand, I know where to go. It's those little things to do in pre-practice that'll help you out. Been doing a lot of idling, looking around for some brush piles and checking some long points and that kind of stuff. Right now, it seems to me a lot of the fish are still out in that 30-foot range, and they haven't really moved up to spawn yet. So I like catching them that way, but they'll probably be moving shallower before the event starts. So I'm trying to stay ahead of them and look for areas where they might be going to spawn. You're always trying to stay ahead of the fish, look where they're going, or trying to figure out their next move. And as long as you stay ahead of them, then you're always going to be catching fish. Unless you get too far ahead of them, then you're going to have to backtrack a little bit. But I'm trying to think ahead and see where they might be in a few weeks. You think there's a couple dots through there? There's a couple fish through there, huh? This lake is absolutely loaded with fish. I kind of like it. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna catch a lot of fish. Everybody's gonna have 7 pounds. It's gonna be a little bit difficult to get over 10, I think, just from what I'm seeing. And right now the fish are even weighing heavy. You know, they're all fat, pre-spawn, and by the time we get here, it'll probably be post-spawn or spawn, so they're gonna weigh a little less. But there's gonna be a ton of fish caught. This lake is flat out loaded with spotted bass. And I like me some Lake Martin so far. So a lot of this bank is just sand here, but then you get into these little transitions where it turns into this natural rock. My gut is telling me that they're gonna be spawning around this kind of stuff. So I'm going around, I'm marking them transitions. A lot of times they'll stage right on those transitions there, and they'll be spawning out here and around these boulders and these rocks. So hoping that's where they're gonna be spawning, but it's really hard to say. Every lake's a little different. Spotted bass act a little bit different than largemouth, act a little bit different than smallmouth. So we'll really have to figure it out once they're spawning, but that's just what my gut's telling me. So I'm gonna scan around the lake and find a few of those areas to at least check early in practice and be able to either eliminate it or dial in that pattern. Well, that's a wrap on this day of pre-practice. I might not even come out tomorrow. I might just head home. It is a lot of the lake is high and muddy, so anything I might find or I might see is pretty muddy, dirty, covered up. Lake's gonna drop and clear up at the time the event starts, so I'm not sure how much I will learn in the rest of the lake. I covered the section that is clear and probably the section where I'm gonna fish. We'll have to see and look at the weather. I know it's supposed to get cold, so if it's gonna be cold and miserable, I ain't even going out. But if it's gonna be decent tomorrow, I might come out and whack on a few more, because that was a lot of fun. They're biting pretty good, so we'll see what happens. Sleep on it, check the weather and check the conditions tonight, and go from there. Well, I believe I left you yesterday undecided on what I was gonna do today. There it is. I'm on the road, pointed north. I gotta get home before the weekend. It is Fisherman Central Spring Open House Show going on this weekend. Got some great sales going on, so I'm gonna be hanging out there all weekend. I'm gonna be bringing you guys along in that video as well, so stay tuned for that. But I appreciate you guys tagging along and watching my little pre-practice trip to Lake Martin. All in all, I only ended up spending one day there, but I learned a lot in that one day. You know, I got to see what kind of lake it is, ride around a little bit, see where there's clear water, see where the water gets dirty if it rains. Caught a bunch of fish, so I know the lake's loaded with fish. You know, it's kind of a guessing game to what they're going to be doing whenever we come back. So that was another main factor that I decided not to go back out, just because I'm not sure what's going to be going on, what I need to be looking for, and I don't want to confuse myself more than I have to. I'd rather just show up in 3 weeks and just figure out what the conditions are right then, what the fish are doing, and go from there. Now I just have some confidence. I know what the lake looks like. I can study it on a map now and have a good idea what that piece of structure on the map is probably going to be whenever I get there on the water. So all in all, it was very productive one day out on Lake Martin. So thanks for watching this video, guys. Leave any likes and comments below. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And we'll see you guys next time.